And I know that's kind of similar to like what your story is kind of like, because you've had a drastic weight loss journey over the last 3 years as well.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I was in a position where, I played high school sports, and I'd been in the gym, and had coaches teach me how to lift weight and things like that. But I thought I knew everything, but I was kind of lost. I would go in the gym, and I'm just gonna get a $25 gym membership. I'm gonna go in here. I did this years ago, so it should be easy to just jump right in. But again, there was no accountability. There was I was always constantly searching for like, let me Google what I'm going to do real quick. Trying to just work it out.
How should I eat?
Right, yeah. Right. So just trying to research on my own and do things like that. And so no, I definitely remember 3 years ago. Actually, my wife signed me up. Some people know that story, but my wife signed me up for CrossFit. It's like, hey, I know when I met you, you were in shape. You had a lot more energy, and I gained a lot of weight. I didn't have energy. I didn't have that will to go play with my kids in the backyard. I'd get out of breath going upstairs. And so, I jumped in. I remember, like you're talking about your first workout, I remember my first CrossFit workout before y'all even opened. We were at the Kimberly Park, and in the park, and I thought I was gonna die. I'm like laying beside the concession stand. And you're like, dude, are you okay? Do you need us to call 911? I'm like, no, just give me like 5 minutes. I'll be able to breathe again. If I turn blue, call somebody. Yeah. But yeah, I thought that day I was like, this is not for me. But here I am 3 years later, just feel so much better. And I've had times, of inconsistency, times where I ate what I wasn't supposed to eat, but just when you look at the average, there's been a consistent average over those 3 years of, and when I'm not out, you're texting me, another coach is texting me like, hey, we miss you. It's not like get your butt, it's hey, we miss you. We want to be a part of this with you. And so it's definitely been a great journey for me, to go from almost dying in a park to, we were in a competition where we tied last weekend. But yeah, so, I remember from my perspective that beginning, when we were in a park and there was no gym, and this was just kind of this idea that just felt like almost overnight, like, hey, we're gonna have a CrossFit gym. So tell us a little bit about that part of the process.
So, I mean, it really was overnight. It was like a dream. It's gonna be like a 5-year plan.
Yeah.
But God really kind of turned into a 3-month plan. And we started off in parks and making Facebook posts and inviting people to just be a part of something different, right? Because I knew what the magical piece, it's not really magical. It's just having somebody who cares, and that's all a small business, right? But like somebody who cares about other people and helping that person, I knew we could do that. And I knew this area needed those things. So we found this space. We worked our tails off for really 3 weeks to get we only got access to the building 3 weeks before we opened, but we worked on the back end to do so many different things, and we set a goal for like, hey, we want to open up with this many members, and we actually, like, by the grace of God, we did those things. And so it's just been it's been a journey for sure. I remember those early days as a small business, and it's really with any of them, it's it was me and my wife and 2 other coaches, and that was it. Now we have 12 coaches on staff, right? Wow. But then it was, and my wife still had her other job in the process. Yeah. So she would coach early I would coach Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5:30 a.m. class. She would coach Tuesday, Thursday, 5:30 a.m. She would leave and go home, get ready, go to work by 8:15, off by 3:30. Work out at 4:30, coach 5:30 or 6:30, and we do it all again. Yeah. Right. But we still had to have the value of our life of being healthy, because if we're not healthy, then we couldn't do any of this stuff. Right. The same with you. Like, if you're not healthy, what good of a real estate agent could you be if you don't have your energy levels? At some point, you're gonna start cutting corners. So There's a value piece in that to be healthy, and so we had those things. But like starting off, it was a grind. And by the way, we had a 1-year-old, so a 1.5, 2-year-old. So yeah, it was. But man, we're just surrounded by awesome people. This is a great community. This is like my home. Like, I love this area, and so Warrior, Kimberly, Morris, Corner, Hayden, like this North Jefferson area, man, it's just good people out here. Right. And I had somebody tell us when we first thought about opening this gym, it'll never work up there. And basically, they said there's no money up there. And it's not about the money thing. Yeah. I know the type of people who are up here. I know the community. And this is a great place to live. It's a great place to raise a family, school systems, 2 really, really good school systems in this area, Mortimer, Jordan, and Corner, or at Hayden too, even, so 3. And it's it's a tight-knit community.
Absolutely.
Just good, like people with good values. I could go on and on about that. So I knew if we could just find a spot and just get a few people around, that it like people would realize, oh, this is a place. So we have people that drive from Gardendale and Fultondale and Nandora to Warrior, Alabama, because it's not about us. It's really the people that you meet in the process.
I agree. Yeah, I've built numerous relationships myself.
Right.
Through this gym, that
Right.
people I wouldn't have known
Right.
before. So I definitely agree, and I think obviously just the sense of community here
Yeah.
translate. A lot of the members that you have here are different small business owners,
Right.
and so we're able to kind of bounce off of each other and help each other out. So
Well, that's the mission. The mission is we want to see 1,000 families in the North Jefferson area live a healthy life, and we can measure that. That's not just a mission statement. Like we know if we like get 9 new members per month, every month for the next 10 years, we're going to hit that goal. But it's not just to get them for a month. Because our average is if you join the gym, you're going to be here for at least 2 years. So if we do our job, you're going to be here in 2 years, building consistent habits, working out 3 or 4 days a week, making better nutrition choices, and building habits that way. Not yo-yos, not all in, all out, but just like you said earlier with you, build habits. Those pile up, compound interest over time. We know that will make a huge impact in this community.
Change your life.
Yeah, because if you have 1,000 people in this area who are like conscious about their health, who prioritize their health, who are teaching their kids how to eat, so then that eliminates a lot of stuff in this area, and we know that's what we're more than creating a business. We're trying to make an impact in our community.
Absolutely.